Okay, so this is a video for my arts leadership section of the Silver Arts Award that I'm doing, and we are going to be creating a tutorial on silk painting, leading you through it from the designing stage, which is what these guys are doing, to putting it onto the frame and then painting it, and then the final stage, which is ironing it to fix your design on. And yeah, that's about it. So continue watching if you want to know how to do that. You are going to need frames to support your silk so it doesn't stick to the table underneath, which is going to be a major problem if you don't have something high enough. So this morning I knocked together a few frames, but you could also use embroidery rings or frames from pound shops or IKEA or whatever, just so long as they're deep enough so that your silk doesn't touch the table or the surface that's underneath. Do you want to go over it in black gutter or clear gutter?
Clear
gutter, not glitter. Now that you've finished your design, the next thing that you need to do is you need to get your silk, which you can purchase from lots of different places. I'll put links in the description. You need to cut the silk to the size of your frames, and then lay it over the top of your design and trace over the lines that you created on your design with stuff called gutter, which will act like a wax resist does when used with watercolour paints. It will stop the dyes bleeding out past those lines. So it's just for better control. You don't have to use it, but I would suggest that you do, unless you want something to be very, very abstract. So literally lay it over the top like that, cut it to size, and then trace over all your lines. Make sure you get an Erin's look of terror. Erin, do you want to try this on your own, or do you want me to do it for you?
Well,
you
can do it for me as well.
You don't trust yourself, do you?
I don't trust myself. There you go. Should I hold it? Yeah.
It might be easier if you stand up.
Yeah. Just got that. You come round, that's probably better. Don't put this in the dear Ruby.
I am.
Oh god.
It's not up to her, unfortunately. It's me you've got to make.
Oh, it's so slippery. It is. Okay.
You can get different grades of silk.
Can you?
Yeah, I don't know what this one is, I don't remember. But you've also got to be incredibly careful with it, Ruby. Can you just... Because I have just snagged my piece. I'm going to leave it like that because I'm stingy. But you've got to be incredibly careful with it, otherwise that happens. Much more careful than I have to be. Follow Maddy's example.
Oh. Slippy.
I have taped the silk out over my design with just masking tape so that it's not too sticky and it doesn't snag the silk. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take gutter, and I think I'm going to use clear gutter for this, and I'm just going to trace over my pencil lines. So the nozzle should look something like this, and then literally you just sort of gently. Here you can see Maddy using black gutter, which is the other alternative to clear gutter, and it will mimic pencil pen lines a lot more, and it will just sort of, I don't know, it's a different style of doing it. It'll make everything stand out a lot more, but it's really up to you what you use. It doesn't make a difference. What I'm doing right now is I'm stretching my silk out onto the frame so that I can work on it. My frame isn't quite the right shape, which is something that I should have looked into before, but it'll still work okay. I just need to use probably a lot more tape. You want it so that it's out like this, so that you can work on it and that there isn't too much give, so that you can push the dyes into the silk. This is what the clear gutter looks like when it's mostly dry. This is working a bit better now. I've got it taped out a little better, so it's stronger. There you go. So it should, in theory, look like this, with a little more thought. You'll be able to do it better. I didn't cut the silk to the right size. I should have done it in a more square shape so that it would have fit on the frame better. But this is okay. You can still work with this.
Do you mind holding the end down?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure. Oops. Okay, Tilda, hold these 2 bits. And do this. Done!
Okay.
I really
Do that.
It's very pretty.
This
I really
way?
should have thought the frames through a bit better.
Well, I think that's fine that way.
Yeah.
You can just lose a bit.
Yeah. Do you want to lose the roots or the top of the tree?
A bit of both, maybe. Can you do to even it out?
We can always you can always paint a bit of it and then just adjust it and do the rest.
Yeah.
That seems better. I don't mind.
It's a bit twisted.
Yeah.
Do you want to adjust it? Just see, like, get it so
Yeah.
that it's taut over the frame pretty evenly. I really like how yours is doing that. It's good.
Thanks.
Because they add your even. Oh, what am I gonna do?
Oh, that would have been bad.
Why?
Oh, it's not the tea off in my butt.
She's got a big butt.
Big butt.
She's got a big butt and she can lie. Those other girls hers can't deny. The girl walks in your face to get nothing in your face. You got strong.
When it comes to mixing the colours, all you really need to do is just get... I'm not going to open that, not over the top of your thing. You just need to get a little bit of it, just the tiniest amount, and just mix it in with the water. And if you want it slightly darker, you could use a bit more. And then you can just use that like that. That's literally all you need.
What
to
happens if you really want it like
So
really,
if
really
you like,
dark?
you can mix in a bit more.
Okay.
What's nice about these is you can also mix colours. So we've only got one green, but we could mix the blue and the yellow, or we can mix the turquoise and the yellow, with the orange and the blue, or whatever.
Can I have a
to get
soda?
different shades of green. And yes, there are tons of brushes just there.
Sorry.
So if you just sort of drop it on in the middle, so that it doesn't, so it'll sort of spread out to meet the lines, and it'll stop to
We'll do a demonstration first.
Where would
teach it?
That's alright, just...
No, I do not know. Do a demonstration.
Where do you want green?
Let's do this block.
So we might need a bit more of this, because the colour's not too strong.
What happened? Look at this one. It's not really covering.
Erin, did you just put water?
No, not that one.
Oh, okay.
Not that one.
Okay, now there's a bit more green in there.
Cool.
Okay.
Sort of gently wash it on like this, and once it touches the gutter, it'll just stop.
Okay, gotcha now.
Okay, cool. Just keep mixing that into there until you get the right strength of green.
Okay.
I think next time I'll use a bit less water.
Oh, it's quite therapeutic doing this because it's very relaxing. Just spread. Just kind of spread it out.
I like it.
It's a good thing. We could do it at our school, but we just don't have the resources. But if we did,
It's not. I don't know how expensive it would be for tons of people to do it, but for a few people, it's not actually that bad.
Like this.
And
I like
silk
those
paints
colours.
last for ages as well, because you need so little mixing into the water. That'll just last for so long.
do you have to buy special ones then?
Yeah, these ones are from a company called Pebio that make tons of really awesome fabric paints as well. And I'm not sure which ones I used when I did this before, but it wasn't these ones. But no, you do have to buy special silk paints. Erin, that looks really lovely. So, I just make the colours for the video. Yeah.
Can I have some purple?
And you're gonna put the purple in there so it sort of mixes in.
I thought, and then I was gonna put like a blob of like, I don't know, the berry colour
Raspberry?
on the raspberry,
Okay.
on the berry.
There's that one, and where's the purple? Just there.
Thank you. It's really fun doing this because you get to mix it all.
Erin, are you gonna use some salt?
Yeah, in a minute. I just want to add more colour and make it more magical. So I'll put
I really love how that's turning out. It looks gorgeous. If you're happy with your design as it is, you can continue on in this manner, painting it the same way these guys are. Or you can alter your design by adding salt to it, which will sort of pick up the colour and sort of leach it out of the design. But you can see it working a little bit here. But literally, you just sprinkle it on, and it'll do that. You can use different types of salt, and they'll get different effects. So rock salt, which is this kind, will get bigger and more prominent effects. And table salt, which is a very fine kind that you put on your chips, will get small effects like this.
Childa, but what does the rock salt make it like? Big kind of ones.
Rock salt gets sort of huge sort of gauze in it.
Oh.
Yeah, depending on how much you put on and how much in one area. So here you'll get, well, if it was wetter you'd get lots. With salt you have to put it on when it's wet, otherwise there's no point.
Do you want to use rock salt, Maddy?
I use a table one.
Can I use your computer? Here's the table one.
Bye, thank you.
The table one gives it like that.
Now, should I just put this on like normal?
Yeah.
It's really wet. A lot of it.
Yeah, just tons more and it'll...
on this area.
Yeah, there you go.
This is our finished pieces.
Alright, jump in there.
Yeah.
Just to give you an idea of what they look like when they're finished. Mine still has the salt one, but once it's dry, if you just brush it off like that, it'll be fine. Once all of everything on there, you've got to make sure everything is completely dry. Once you've done that, you can iron them to fix the ink on. And then you're finished, and you could frame them or use them in making, I don't know, a scarf or something. If you're slightly stuck for ideas and designs and things, remember you can keep it really, really abstract and free, like Erin's done. Or you can go for something really, really intricate or really sort of simple like this. Or you can do something that's very, very definite and clear, and then have more relaxed abstract elements in the background, like with the salt and stuff. Yeah. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to iron it to fix the dyes, so make sure you've got all the salt off, because you really don't want sticky clumps of salt sticking to your pan and have to suck. What you need to do is set your iron to silk, because this is actually pure silk, and so you don't really want it to melt. As an extra precaution, I would suggest getting a clean t-shirt or tea towel and laying it over the top, preferably one that doesn't have tons of bumps in it, so like one that's quite flat and fine, and just laying it over the top and then ironing through that, just to protect the silk because it's really delicate. And there you have your finished silk panel. You could frame it, or, you know, use it as a handkerchief, I don't know. Erin's telling me not to use it as a handkerchief.
Don't you dare.
So there you go. I hope I have been instructive and helpful, and good luck with making yours.